So we just want to keep it super simple. Right? We're basically doing this action all the time. I'm either here or I'm here depending on the tool or the choice. Even with the shovel, right, or the axe, you could certainly do these chokes. And then you have the ability to hook. With the axe, you can easily turn it. If the axe blade is facing out, you can turn it, use that for a hook as well. But aside from going around the neck, sometimes in working, especially when you're stabbing or if you have the longer handle, you're stabbing into the body, it happens that you slip through. And people will often try to wrap and trap to rip it off you, and if they turn that way, they can wrench it off, right? So the first thing we want to do is hack into their strong to pull that down. It's your choice how you like to grip, right? If you grab, thumb down, it's a pure wrenching action. Thumb down is for twisting, yeah? So it's enough to just get that handle, that bicycle grip. And what we have here is the ulnar nerve, so right over the condyle of the elbow. I pull that in like that, yeah? If your hands are not super tiny, relative, you know, provided he doesn't have a sailor forearm and you're like 5'1", you can look at hooking your thumb. All right, so look. So I'm in this position. The cradle of my arm is usually enough. If I'm just looking for pain, I drive him down, or I pull the humerus, right, like that. And then I'm looking to break. I'm not looking to restrain him. But if you have a bit more skill, a bit more interest in restraint, I can put my thumb here to create a floor, and that gives me a little bit more control. And then the front, if it's an axe or if it's the shovel, you can turn it. And you can get control here as well. So now it's chambered in quite tightly. Very good lever. If you're using something larger, and that drives through for any reason into that position, this is hugely powerful. So be really slow, because that's going to turn like an Allen key and strip that shoulder. It doesn't take much, yeah? So I just have to stop that from coming out, and there's good power. If it flips out, it goes like this, I just go right back to hits, right? I don't care. If, long or short, instead of doing a bicycle grip, I do a sword grip. Sword grip. All I'm looking to do is bring my elbow straight down to the shaft. And that crushes, like a pair of scissors, right? And I can do the same one. Have the same grip here. Again, I can switch pretty easily anytime. Yeah? I go over, I can chamber the bicep for control. I can thread here. Some guys like to use that for a complete short arm scissor. He's not going anywhere. It's gonna break. Or I can just forget about it entirely and go for the face. And just good control, let go, whatever I want to do. Yeah? So machete would be the same kind of principle, except now if I'm going through, instead of using the second hand, this is going to be here. So look at the difference. If he's resisting, just turning that blade into him gives you good control. I can do the same kind of work here. Thumb on the handle. Keep it away. And now I'm cutting right into that artery with the blade. Right? So any pressure here is going to give a severe cut. Yeah? So again, the concept is through. For sticks, I can grip, thumb up, sword grip, thumb down, bicycle grip. At minimum, I'm looking to torque. At minimum, I'm looking to torque. And then I can work with the blade. I want to be strong and clear of the weapon. You can even chamber underneath if you feel more comfortable. With the stick, it doesn't matter. The stick, whatever I have, right? That alone is a short hook. Boom, good control. Straight down, boom, good control. Does that make sense? Jouer, jouer. So now we have neck, arm, all else is good. It is best. Some people will teach locking and they get very confusing. So what they do is I've seen people say, well, it's easier to go in straight. So if you want to go in on the other side, switch hands. But then you're starting to get into ambidextrous work and it's quite a bit harder. So I feel the best way to do it is study locking so you understand it enough to know that maybe you'll never do it in a real fight. But if maybe I would never seek it, right? But if I find myself, I go to swing and he wraps, well, I know I would like to get out or switch my grip, but maybe the first thing I did was hit him and I drilled it, and I see I'm here, so I go for it because I have it in my arsenal. So why not, right? That's where I'm looking to do it. If it happens on a backhand swing and I end up here, which is more probable, I want to know what I can do from here. And so what happens is people start to get all twisty. They start to get all confusing, but I'm disarming myself. Disarming myself, which is not what I want. So the easiest thing to do is to think of the same nerves. If I was inserting it myself, instead of going under the straight pit, I go under the diagonal. All I'm looking to do is get it above the bones of the forearm. And again, I can thumb it or bring it into my body. And it's not a hold, it's not a lock, it's a transition. Motorbike it into you and down to the nerve. Yeah, and it's my choice. His forearm might go for my groin. So I might need to hit, and then I'll go for a shot. Or maybe I'll rip, then I'll go for a shot. It's my choice, right? But this is all I'm doing, is that. I might say I just want to pull that humerus straight down 45 degrees. So I get out of the way, get it here, because that's where I ended up. And then once I understand where I'd like to be ideally, if I go to do a backhand and he wraps, I'm too deep, the simplest thing to do is switch. But if I'm fighting, he starts drilling me in the face and I find myself like that, which is what nature does, where you shield and try to pull away, my shaft ends up getting inside. So so again, I just, boom, I drive in some shots, there's pain there. Yeah, and then I don't work, I wrench it. So that's why we train. It's easiest at the beginning to train yourself is a tree. So grade 5 high school dance. Yeah, boom, proper Catholic distance, right there. Other side, same grip, opposite arm. That's my first, yeah? And I can do, if I got more locks, I can do whatever I want, but that's the idea. Yeah, so right in there. If you're having trouble finding it, what you do is you lay your partner down in a crucifix, and you go above the bone of the forearm, and you grind like that. That's what you want, that's the spot. Yeah? Enjoy it.